The long-awaited ESPN flagship streaming app launched today, offering its full sports content outside of a traditional TV bundle for the first time. Will the new app give a boost to Disney? Well, CEO Bob Iger is betting on it.
Look where ESPN is today with all of the competition that has emerged over the years. I actually think they're in the best position they've ever been in. And now with the use of this great technology, they have the ability to engage with sports fans on a higher level in a better way. And so, look, we're not, we don't in any way want to dismiss competition at all because we're mindful of it. But I think we're positioned extremely well.
Well, joining us now is Tom Rogers. He is the first president of NBC Cable. He's the founder of CNBC, currently an executive chairman at Claire Grid, and now a senior advisor to Versant, soon to be CNBC's parent company. He is a CNBC contributor as well. And Tom, it's always great to speak with you. Welcome.
Great to see you, Morgan.
So let's start right there. Bob Iger is obviously betting on this launch of this ESPN app. How do you see this for Disney?
Well, this was supposed to be a D-Day for the cable industry. If ESPN ever went streaming and was available outside the cable bundle, that was supposed to be the ultimate nightmare. And Disney, being the biggest program channel group within the cable bundle, it was going to be a bad situation everywhere it went. I don't think this is a bad situation for the cable industry per se, meaning I don't think it's going to catalyze a whole new level of cord cutting. And at the same time, I do think this enhances Disney's position. I don't think so much because it's going to get an enormous number of standalone ESPN subscribers. But I do think that ESPN, Disney Plus, and Hulu as a bundle, particularly at the $29.99 introductory price for a year, really has an opportunity to establish itself as a great piece of entertainment for the family, covering sports, children's programming, adult programming, some news in there. And that may be a new catalyst for the company.
Okay. I feel there's so many bundles. It's almost like cable 2.0 with all these mini bundles now.
Well, that is true. And it is a way, particularly if you're willing to live through advertising on your streaming service, to find some pretty interesting ways to get the cost down of packages of programming. Obviously, what started the whole cable cord cutting dilemma was that cable bundle just got too bloated. It got too pricey, and consumers really didn't have a way of getting pricing down. At least in this environment, there are a number of ways to do it, including just disconnecting. When you're finished with football season, you may not want ESPN anymore, and that becomes a much easier thing to do in a streaming environment than it was in the cable bundle.
Are sports streaming rights still the crown jewel of the future of streaming and the future of cable and anything else that can, I guess, or anyone else that can get their hands on those rights? I ask as NBC Universal, so our parent company, and MLB are reportedly nearing a 3-year deal approaching $600 million. And apparently there's another deal in the works with Netflix with MLB.
And some reporting there as well that ESPN will be part of that, even though baseball and ESPN walked away from each other a number of months ago. It's an interesting situation because, yes, certain sports are certainly critical to both the broadcast world and the streaming world. I think 85 of the top 100 programs on broadcast and cable TV were sports programming. Netflix has been able to build a leading streaming service with almost no sports at all, although they have begun to get into the sports business. And if they take the home run derby here from baseball, that'll be another piece. But I think baseball may be an example of the price escalation of sports rights beginning to slow down some. It's reported that the three companies they're going to do a deal with will end up with sports rights that exceed what the previous deals ESPN had. But my guess is it won't be the kind of escalation anywhere near that basketball saw in percentage terms or that football has seen. And the big one that we all have to look at is now that the Paramount deal is closed, but that change of control has the NFL an opener to be able to renegotiate that deal. What the pricing on that is may establish yet a whole new level of escalation in major sports.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up because I was going to ask you why Paramount Skydance has had such a huge run as of late. It's up 23% in a month. It was closed up 14.5% higher today alone. Is that what's driving it?
Well, that may be a negative in that they were presumed to have football tied up for a while, and how much more they may have to pay to hold on to it is certainly going to weigh on earnings. On the other hand, I think they demonstrated with the UFC sports deal, which they took 100% of, and nobody expected one party, and especially Paramount, to take the whole UFC package, and they obviously were willing to bid quite aggressively. So I think the view there is that there's a new player in town that is going to play very aggressively to build for the long term, even if short-term results are hurt. And there are a lot of people who might be willing to bet on if you're willing to play it that way, you're going to end up with something far more valuable than you have today.
Okay.